Los Angeles Dodgers try and make it 2 out of 3. dozen baseballs, and they don't all feel the same in that 1 dozen if you pick them up.
Here's the 0-2 on the way. Swung on, hit in the air to right field, backing up a few steps. Teoscar Hernandez, and over toward the right field corner, makes an over-the-shoulder catch. 3 up and 3 down for Dustin May in the top half of the first inning. After a half inning, it's the Giants nothing and the Dodgers coming to bat.
Sports are all about moments.
One of the most incredible, miraculous finishes we have ever seen.
And you can hear them all.
He scores! Alex Ovechkin! There's a new goal-scoring champion!
As they happen.
Oh my goodness! Shohei Ohtani, a sayonara swing!
Live in the moment.
Rory McIlroy on his knees. He's won the Masters.
With live sports on Sirius XM and the Sirius XM app. Fantasy Sports Radio is helping you win your fantasy leagues right now on Channel 87.
Don't worry about your standings yet. Just set your lineup with your most talented players and go from there.
From in-season fantasy baseball.
Breaking muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. SafeStep walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as 1 day. Just dial 1-800-731-4558 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-731-4558 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
Get tickets now.
Look, they got a dog.
To the movie event of the summer.
Yeah.
Rough.
This Memorial Day, the summer starts with Stitch.
Adorable little psychopath.
Disney's Lilo and Stitch, rated PG. Parental guidance suggested. Now playing only in theaters.
Need assistance with door and window projects? The Home Depot can help. From inspiration and materials to ordering and installation, our free millwork virtual apron service can get you moving and doing. Plus, we speak Spanish too. Our associates can help you tackle complex jobs without you leaving the job site, saving you time and money. Call us at 1-833-HD-APRON or visit homedepot.com/MVA. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
This is Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Here comes Shohei Ohtani to lead it off.
He didn't wait around, and the Dodgers have the leadoff man aboard in the bottom of the first inning. Mookie Betts on his way up. Betts, 267 hitter. Mookie last night in the second inning had a 2-run double off the base of the left field wall. He walked twice in the game, too. And Mookie takes a strike here. Jelly dealt him a sinker. Jelly's name spelled H-J-E-L-L-E, pronounced just like jelly. And he sends a pitch home. Mookie hammers a line drive down to third, right to Casey Schmitt, who right in his tracks made the catch. He's 1 out. And for Casey Schmitt, this may be the last day he plays third base for a while for the Giants, with Rafael Devers on the way. And this guy's had a grand slam in each of his last 2 games.
Yeah, sir. They're just thinking, hey, by the way, back-to-back days, grand slams, you may not be in there very much longer.
Thank you for your service. Now Freddie Freeman banks one into center field, a base hit on the first pitch. Well, Freddie hadn't had a hit in the series, and he has not gone 3 straight games without a hit this year. And he won't again as he puts the first pitch he sees into center field.
Well, you just wonder if that's a sign of good things for Freddie Freeman, because it comes into this series. First pitch of an at-bat, when he hits it and puts it into play, 5.14 average.
And here comes Teoscar Hernandez. How about Teoscar? He has homered in 3 straight games. Can he make it 4 with another one today? No score, 1 out, 2 on. Jelly stretching the pitch, and that is slung low and outside. At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, groundbreaking research meets world-class expertise in treatment. U.S. News and World Report once again has named CHLA the #1 hospital in California. Learn more at chla.org. Pitch in the dirt outside again. So trying a curveball. 2 balls and no strikes. Jelly is the tallest pitcher in Major League Baseball at 6'11". 27 years of age, out of the state of Minnesota. And a 2-0 pitch coming to Teoscar. And that is over the outside corner for a strike. Two and one to Teoscar. Ohtani at second base. Freeman at first, not being held on there. Pitch. And ball just off the plate outside. 3 balls, 1 strike.
So the Dodgers have been very good this year. The top team in baseball, runners in scoring position, is a team hitting at .301. However, the last 9 games, .221.
There's a 3-1 offer from Jelly. And that's high ball 4, and the bases are full of Dodgers in the first inning. Ohtani down to third base, over to second, Freeman. And a great opportunity now for Andy Pages. He comes to the plate in his light blue spikes, wearing a light blue undersleeve. His elbow pad on his left arm is light blue, and so is the bat.
Well, the last 2 years, Pages, along with Freeman, first pitch puts into play, .426 average.
The Dodgers with a chance to strike early. Jelly set to go now as he peers in, comes set at the belt, working out of the stretch at all times. Pitch to Andy, swings, hits it in the air to right field. Over toward the line is Yastrzemski. He'll make the catch. Tagging from third and heading to the plate is Ohtani. He'll score with a pop-up slide. Advancing from second to third is Freeman. It's a sacrifice fly for Andy Pages. And the Dodgers on the board first. It's 1-0.
Well, that's just smart hitting. You get bases loaded. One thing you're trying to do immediately, get a good pitch. The other thing as a hitter, you go up with the attitude, look, I do not want to hit the ball on the ground, have a double play, and have the inning over.
Kike Hernandez, 216 hitter, playing left field today. And even though they changed the lineup to a lineup that would face a right-handed pitcher, Michael Conforto did not get the start. A left-handed batter. Kike stayed in the lineup, and he takes a curveball for a strike here. 0-1 the count. Dodgers stuck with the same players for this Sunday game. Just moved them around a little bit in the order. And a pitch outside, swung on and missed. 0-2. Kike doesn't get pitched inside too often. He gets pitched outside more often than not.
And he has a tendency to expand the outside part of the plate, particular breaking pitches.
2 outs, first and third. Jelly will step off the rubber. Nothing in 2 is the count. Now the stretch. Runners off the corners. 0-2 pitch. Swung on, ground ball slowly hit toward short. Backhanded by Adames. Throw to first in time. Oh, Hernandez just didn't get down the line quick enough on a ball that was hit slowly to short. Dodgers pick up a run on 2 hits rather. They leave 2. And after an inning full, it's the Dodgers 1, Giants 0.
The NBA Finals are on Sirius XM.
Behind the board, knocks down an 8-foot jumper. SGA has come to play tonight, baby.
It's MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Thunder.
This dude is the best player in the league right now.
And Tyrese Halliburton and the Pacers.
Halliburton unloads a 3. Oh, that did not happen.
It's Game 5 tomorrow night at 8:30 Eastern on NBA Radio Channel 86. Hear the Pacers and Thunder announcers on Sirius XM and the Sirius XM app. Fantasy Sports Radio is helping you win your fantasy leagues right now on Channel 87.
Don't worry about your standings yet. Just set your lineup with your most talented players and go from there.
From in-season fantasy baseball management to helping you prepare for your fantasy football drafts, Fantasy Sports Radio is here to help you dominate.
In redraft, there's an argument to be made that R.J. Harvey should be going as a second running back off the board.
Your home for fantasy sports. Channel 87 and on the Sirius XM app.
No one brings you the passion of the beautiful game quite like SiriusXM FC.
Would you believe this?
Whether it's live matches from the EPL, MLS, the NWSL, or the UEFA Champions League.
This is sensational!
Or live talk shows featuring the sport's most entertaining experts.
You don't get to say, I don't feel like making that play right now. You make the play.
It's the world of soccer at your fingertips.
How mouth-watering is that?
SiriusXM FC, channel 157 in the car, and streaming on the SiriusXM app.
Hop off the 405 at Roscoe.
As the weather heats up, so does the daily baseball discussion on MLB Network Radio. Talk about your team with us on SiriusXM 89 on the SiriusXM app.
Dustin May will face Dominic Smith, Wilmer Flores, and Casey Schmitt. Dodgers got one on the board. Sacrifice fly by Andy Baez getting Shohei Ohtani home. Dodgers today with a one-game lead over the Giants. A chance to make it 2 with a victory here today. So, it is Dominic Smith, left-handed batter, .368 average, and he's just done nothing but hit since he's become a Giant. And the pitch from Dustin May. Sweepers in there for a strike. Well, one thing that's good for Dustin May, he got past the first inning. And why is that good? You pointed it out earlier in the pregame, Mo, that his first inning ERA is 9, an even 9. After that, it's much more reasonable. Pitch up high. 346 in every inning after the first. So he needed that 1-2-3 first inning. 1 ball, 1 strike to Dominic Smith. And the pitch on the way. That's outside, 2-1. Slight breeze going out to center field. Not a cloud can be found anywhere. Just a perfect blue sky. Late afternoon in Los Angeles. Now the 2-1 pitch from Dustin May. That's outside again. Started him off with a strike, then 3 straight balls. Can't get that sinker over the plate right now. 3 balls, 1 strike. And now May looks in at the lefty. Smith waits. The kick, the pitch. And he drills a strike in there. And Smith might have thought that was ball 4, but it hit the bottom of the strike zone. Fills up the count at 3-2. The Giants have lost 2 of their last 3 after a season-best 8-game winning streak that got them to climb back near or at the top of the Western Division standings. Here comes a 3-ball, 2-strike pitch. And the payoff is low, ball 4. And the leadoff man is aboard. Giants with the tying man on.
Designated hitter number 41, Wilmer Flores.
Wilmer Flores, right-handed batter at .260. He's been the DH in each game of this series. A couple of games still straggling to finish up in Major League Baseball. One of them involving the West. Swing and a miss at a sweeper. Top of the 7th inning in Arizona. The Padres leading the Diamondbacks. Well, that one is over now. 8-2. Padres with a win. And the Mariners have shut out the Guardians today 6-0. Now this is the only game going on. Pitch is fouled away, and now it's an 0-2 count. Nobody out, runner at first. Tommy Edman shading the bag at second. Left side of the infield a little deep, but Betts a double play depth. 0-2 pitch. Locked him up inside with the ball, says home plate umpire C.B. Buckner.
It's a good pitch, though. I mean, it's just on that borderline, but you tie him up in. It puts a little thought process in the hitter's mind. Now do you go away breaking ball?
And a 1-2 coming. Here it is. And he goes with the breaking ball, the sweeper.
Yep.
Gets a swing and a miss and strikes out Flores.
Show it inside right off the knuckles and then goes that sweeper away.
First strikeout for May. Here's Casey Schmitt. .232 hitter, 3 home runs. 2 of them have been here in consecutive games, and both happen to be with the bases loaded. He now has 2 career grand slams. Pitch to Schmitt is high and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Want to know the count. Dodgers leading 1-0, top of the second inning. 1 on and 1 out for San Francisco. Throw to first. Falling back to the bag is Dominic Smith. Well, the Giants haven't made anything official as far as the reported trade is concerned. However, multiple outlets are reporting that Boston's Rafael Devers will become a Giant any time now.
And Devers has publicly said he was traded to San Francisco.
Now, the Giants have an off day tomorrow, so he'll make his Giants debut on Tuesday in San Francisco. Here's a 1-1. Swing, a little chopper foul right off the front left foot. That hurt as Schmitt takes his helmet, bangs it on the ground. He's down on one knee. Now Bob Melvin and one of the Giant trainers will run out and check on the third baseman. And he seems to be in a lot of discomfort down there.
Yeah, he's not putting a whole lot of weight on it right now, just finally getting up and trying to move around. You need a little bit of time to... Pain doesn't totally disappear, but it will get better. There's a lot of things that you miss when you've played and retired. You know, the level of competition, the excitement of the unknown during a game, just the challenge. Fouling a ball off your foot or ankle or leg is not one of the things you miss at all.
But you can still process what that feels like.
Oh, my goodness.
Sure,
and there's nowhere to go.
Not good.
And a lot of pitchers say, let me go low and in, because you know he does not want to foul it off of his foot again.
So 1-2 on the way from Dustin May. Here it comes. Big right-hander pushes the pitch toward the plate. It's hit in the air to right field, drifting back a little bit. Teoscar Hernandez under it, makes the catch for the second out. 2 down in the Giants' second.
I really think you and I have had this conversation. I really think you look at the teams in the National League. There are some surprises, but I think that the Giants have been, at least in my estimation, the biggest surprise in what they have done. I mean, they start 1 game behind the Dodgers. They came into last night's ball game tied for first in the West.
Here's Mike Yastrzemski. And he'll foul one back. Well, this acquisition by the Giants, too, of Rafael Devers sends a big message to their fans. It also might send another message that their regular third baseman, Matt Chapman, might be out for a while longer. Figuring at least a month now. And they didn't want to play without some offense for a month. And Yastrzemski's going to take a base hit as he bunts one down to third. It was left wide open. Rojas, with 2 outs, is playing back and over towards short. So Yastrzemski takes a single. And there are 2 on and 2 out. Dominic Smith over to second base.
One of the few attempted bunts that we have seen with very good mechanics in laying it down. Took a little extra, moment to lay down the terrific bunt instead of trying to surprise everybody.
Logan Porter, the catcher, made his series debut as a pitcher last night. Had a lot of help from his defense. And the pitch upstairs. Miguel Rojas hit a home run off of him. But other than that, the Giant defenders threw their bodies all around to make plays for him and get him out of the inning. 1-0 the count. 2 on, 2 out. And the pitch. Sweeper outside. 2 balls and no strikes.
He's one of the few that make it to the big leagues, signed out of Dixie State in Utah.
Yeah, that's about I'd say an hour and a half, 2 hours north of Las Vegas. It's in southern Utah. In fact, the town that it's in is the hometown of former Major League pitcher Bruce Hurst, the lefty. Grew up in that town. Runners lead first and second. 3-0 pitch now to Porter. That's inside ball 4. And what we're seeing from May in the early going is a lot of pitches. He's thrown 31 already. And throwing a lot of pitches out of the strike zone. Second walk of the inning. Bases full of Giants. Dodgers up 1-0. And the number 9 man, Christian Koss, who's playing second base today, is up. Right-handed batter. Came in to relieve Adames of duty in the blowout last night. And he'll take a strike.
Well, there's some scouts that look at Dustin May and say, look, he tries to be too picky. And by that, working the corners. He says, a lot of guys say, look, he's going to have to trust his stuff. He's got good enough stuff with good movement. Challenge.
A 1 pitch is fisted foul back into the screen.
And that's a terrific challenge pitch right there. Come in on the knuckles with the movement.
So you come in on the knuckles again, or you go away here?
Well, before he went away with Flores after showing it inside, went that sweeper away.
0-2 pitch. He comes inside, but he pops it up. Right near the pitcher's mound on the grass. It's grabbed by Miguel Rojas, and the Giants leave him loaded. No runs, 1 hit. 3 left at the end of an inning and a half. Dodgers 1, Giants nothing.
Eric Dickerson here for my favorite spot in the desert, Spotlight 29.
When you're in the Coachella Valley, nobody brings you fun and excitement like Spotlight 29 Casino. They've added hundreds of new slots and 5 Treasures Baccarat exclusive to Spotlight 29.
And the best lineup of entertainers anywhere.
Go to Spotlight29.com for details.
Plus, the gaming age is now 18.
So get to the Coachella Valley.
Great shows, bright lights, and big winnings. Spotlight 29.
Coachella's best bet.
Father's Day is just around the corner. This year, give Dad a gift as timeless as he is at Daniel's Jewelers. From classic watches and gold chains to personalized bracelets, Daniel's has the gift he truly wants. Plus, visit any Dallas Jewelers store by Father's Day and enter to win 4 free tickets to any sports team of Dad's choice. No purchase necessary. Visit danielsjewelers.com/dad for details. Own the dream with Daniel's Jewelers.
Got him swinging! That's it! Join the boys in blue at Dodger Stadium to relive the epic World Champ celebration on Tuesday, June 17th versus the San Diego Padres. Be one of the first 40,000 fans in the park and take home an exclusive championship trophy replica in commemoration of the thrilling 2024 postseason finale. Presented by Budweiser. Your circle, our field. Don't miss out on this item and that champion feel. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
For year-round baseball coverage, turn to MLB Network Radio, included with your SiriusXM subscription on SiriusXM 89 and the SiriusXM app.
Father's Day Sunday afternoon. Happy Father's Day to all the dads listening. Happy Father's Day to you, Rick, and of course to Dwayne.
And to you also.
Thank
and
you.
to David Vassay, who's in the booth.
Oh, there he is. I didn't see him. There he is. Of course. Of course. Well, Miguel Rojas will lead off against Sean Jelly. Rojas, third base today. And Jelly, the 6'11" right-hander, sends this one to the plate. Good for a strike. Started off Rojas with a curveball. 61 games against the Giants. Rojas has 41 hits. 2 of them were home runs, including one that came last night. No balls, 1 strike to pitch. Swinging a ground ball toward the middle to his glove side, Adames. He shuffles, throws on to first, and Rojas is out 6-3, 1 away. Work hard, play hard in the new Tacoma. With an I-Force turbocharged engine, it's a truck built for the bold. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. Well, Dalton rushing up. It's the start on this Sunday. Left-handed hitting catcher. 194 is average. His first big league home run came against the Yankees here at Dodger Stadium. Takes a strike, and it's 0-1. And the kick, the pitch. That's inside. Rushing told me last week they're pitching him differently at the big league level than at the AAA level. He's noticed. Here's a 1-1. And a swing and a miss, strike 2.
Yeah, they're also more consistent at this level.
And not that they don't have data at the minor league levels. They do, but it's much more prevalent here, as well as scouting. 1-2 pitch. Inside and low. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah. Well, I think it's easy to say the pitching is better.
And his 10th home run of the season. A solo shot. And the Dodgers lead it 2-0. Well, he got a cutter that was left up out over, and he just annihilated it.
That ball jumped off the bat. And for Daniels Jewelers, proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond and your family jewelers since 1948. So visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet along with $50 off a $99 coupon.
Here's Ohtani, and he takes upstairs, ball 1. 400 feet to right field over the electronic scoreboard and up into the pavilion for Tommy Edman. 1-0 pitch is inside and low. 2 balls, no strikes to Shohei.
I think it's safe to say that Tommy Edman, when you look at the top to the bottom of the Dodger lineup, has what you would label as surprising power.
He's got good pop. 2-0 is inside. 3-0 to Shohei. You know, that was from the left side. I mean, he's a natural right-hander. So that was a home run hit left-handed. 3-0 pitch down low and outside. A 4-pitch walk to Ohtani. Ohtani has reached base in 7 straight plate appearances now. After he went 0 for 4 in the opener. He's been on base 7 straight times. Now the pitch to Mookie Betts. Whoa, way up and in. Betts had to bail out, get out of the way. 1 ball and no strikes to Mookie. Lined out sharply to Casey Schmitt at third last time up. Betts from the right side waits. Here comes the 1-0. And that is in for a strike, a sinker. 1 ball, 1 strike to Mookie. 2 outs. Ohtani at first. Freeman on deck. Infield back shifted over to the right for Betts. 1-1 from Jelly. That's outside. 2-1. Just keep adding on. That's what the Dodgers want to do this afternoon. 2 ball, 1 strike pitch. Will wait, turn and a throw to first base, and Ohtani dives back safely.
Dodgers good luck charm just walked into the booth a moment ago. Manny Mota, been under the weather, feeling good, smiling, and he's here this afternoon, and great to see Manuel Mota.
Great to see him. 2-1. Swung on, pulled foul past third. Yeah, Manny had a little health challenge recently, but been getting the updates from Jose, his son, and one of our colleagues here. We kind of had a sneak, some inside information that he might show up today. Good to see him. Now Mookie lost the handle on the bat. He swings and misses, strikes out, and the bat helicopters up into the netting over by the Dodgers on deck circle. Dodgers get a run on the home run by Tommy Edman after 2 full at Dodger Stadium. Dodgers 2, Giants nothing.
Sports are all about moments.
One of the most incredible, miraculous finishes we have ever seen.
And you can hear them all.
He scores! Alex Ovechkin! There's a new goal-scoring champion!
As they happen.
Oh, my goodness! Shohei Ohtani, a
sayonara swing.
Live in the moment.
Rory McIlroy on his knees. He's won the Masters.
With live sports on Sirius XM and the Sirius XM app. Fantasy Sports Radio is helping you win your fantasy leagues right now on Channel 87.
Don't worry about your standings yet. Just set your lineup with your most talented players and go from there.
From in-season fantasy baseball management to helping you prepare for your fantasy football drafts, Fantasy Sports Radio is here to help you dominate.
In redraft, there's an argument to be made that RJ Harvey should be going as a second running back off the board.
Your home for fantasy sports. Channel 87 and on the Sirius XM app.
No one brings you the passion of the beautiful game quite like SiriusXM FC.
Would you believe this?
Whether it's live matches from the EPL, MLS, the NWSL, or the UEFA Champions League.
This is sensational!
Or live talk shows featuring the sport's most entertaining experts.
You don't get to say, I don't feel like making that play right now. You make the play.
It's the world of soccer at your fingertips.
How mouth-watering is that?
SiriusXM FC, channel 157 in the car, and streaming on the SiriusXM app.
Org. That's takespace2pause.org.
A long fly ball to center. She is gone.
Dodger fans, this is Dave Roberts, and you're listening to Los Angeles Dodgers baseball on Sirius XM.
Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best.
Dodgers 2, Giants nothing. We go to the third inning on the Rick Monday. I'm Tim Neverett. Glad you are along, tuned into Dodger baseball, no matter where you happen to be. Our producer, engineer, Twain McDonald is here, as well as David Vassay. And again, a happy Father's Day evening to you, no matter where you are. Here is the leadoff man, Jung-Hoo Lee, taking a sweeper outside ball one. Interesting day in baseball. Again, this is the only game going on. Everything else final. Dustin May into the wind and his 1-0 pitch. That is up high. 2-0. Well, Dodger fans, you can skip the line at Dodger Stadium. Look around the ballpark for the QR code to scan or order with the Uber Eats app from your seat and enjoy every pitch, run, and out. 2-0. Ground ball to first. Played chest high by Freddie Freeman. He'll jog to the bag, step on it for the out. One away. 3 unassisted.
Number 2, Willie Adames.
Willie Adames grounded out to Mookie Betts at short in the first inning. Around the rest of the West today, told you the Padres beat the Diamondbacks 8-2. That was in Phoenix today. Adames swings and hammers one deep to left. Ballpark's going to hold it. Kike is back to the track. He makes the catch. And a very long out for Willie Adames, and there are 2 away.
Boy, he just missed it.
Number 17, Elliot Ramos.
Elliot Ramos, the left fielder, now up.
And Dustin May, when that ball was just about ready to be caught, he was asking for a new baseball. So even with outs, pitchers want fresh baseballs.
Don't you want a little scuff on it, though?
Do modern-day pitchers understand what a baseball can do if it has a cut or a scuff?
Strike call.
Not that they are altering the baseball itself, but with a scuff mark on the ball, you can make it do just about everything but play the piano.
Well, the 0-1 from Dustin May to Ramos. Swung on, fouled away. But if you're a pitcher, let's say there's a ball that is, low line drive, hits the dirt, your infielder plays it. Don't you want that ball? It might have a good scuff on it. I would rather, if I'm pitching, I'd rather have a ball with a scuff. I think anybody would. But today's pitchers don't. They throw them all out.
And for those that are wondering, depending upon where you place the scuff mark, let's say that there is a baseball that's scuffed. If it goes kind of sidearm and the scuff mark is on the top, the ball will sink an incredible amount. If it's on the inside, it'll move away from the scuff mark.
1-2 to Ramos, down and away.
There were reports that years and years ago the New York Yankees would use mud balls. Home plate area was somewhat moist, and Elston Howard would take the ball and scrape it across the ground, throw it back to the pitcher. You can make it move with that, too.
And a 2-2 pitch. And it hits Ramos. Got him right in the ribs. And he'll head down to first.
Yeah, that's the 6th batter that Dustin May has hit.
Well, talking about scuffed up baseballs, you know, it wasn't always the pitcher who was doing the scuffing.
No.
Position players may have helped out. Catcher could scrape the ball against the buckles on the shin guard, throw the ball back, different things like that.
Yeah.
Not that I ever heard any catchers talk about that or anything. I'm sure you didn't either. being a roommate with one. There's a swing and a miss.
Are you kidding? Over the years, you figure that some catchers and some pitchers, it was like mobile hardware stores. Sandpaper. Emery boards. Fingernail files. Joe Niekro.
0-1 pitch. And that is just a little bit outside to Dominic Schmitt, the first baseman. 1 ball, 1 strike to Schmitt. Dodgers up 2-0 in the top of the 3rd inning. 2 outs and a man aboard. One and one is the count. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, ground ball towards second to his glove side. Lip of the outfield grass. Edman, he flips on to first, and that'll take care of that. Giants are done in the 3rd. No runs, no hits, 1 left, no Dodger errors. And at the end of 2.5, it's the Dodgers 2, Giants nothing.
Do you know that feeling when the perfect song comes on while you're driving? We made a whole channel out of that. Road Trip Radio, packed with songs that always hit. You'll have the windows down and volume up before you know it. Road Trip Radio, channel 301 on most radios and at home with the SiriusXM app on your phone, computer, Alexa, TV, or other internet-connected devices.
Fantasy Sports Radio is helping you win your fantasy leagues right now on Channel 87.
Don't worry about your standings yet. Just set your lineup with your most talented players and go from there.
From in-season fantasy baseball management to helping you prepare for your fantasy football drafts, Fantasy Sports Radio is here to help you dominate.
In redraft, there's an argument to be made that R.J. Harvey should be going as a second running back off the board.
Your home for fantasy sports. Channel 87 and on the SiriusXM app.
No one brings you the passion of the beautiful game quite like SiriusXM FC.
Would you believe this?
Whether it's live matches from the EPL, MLS, the NWSL, or the UEFA Champions League.
This is sensational!
Or live talk shows featuring the sport's most entertaining experts.
You don't get to say, I don't feel like making that play right now. You make the play.
It's the world of soccer at your fingertips.
How mouth-watering is that?
SiriusXM FC, channel 157 in the car, and streaming on the SiriusXM app.
As the weather heats up, so does the daily baseball discussion on MLB Network Radio. Talk about your team with us on SiriusXM 89 on the SiriusXM app.
On the first pitch he saw in the first inning is up. Takes ball 1. And the pitch on the way, and that is low. So Christian Koss, who started the game at second base, is now at third base. Casey Schmitt, remember, he fouled that ball off his front left foot. He's out. And Tyler Fitzgerald comes in to play second base for San Francisco. 2-0 pitch, missing inside. It's 3-0 to Freeman. Seems like that trade came at a good time, huh? For a third baseman.
All about timing.
Right. And Freddie lifts this one in the air towards slight right center, but back to get it is Jung-Hoo Lee, a few steps in front of the warning track for the first out.
Well, friends, you can make your Dodger Players All-Stars. That's right. Cast your 2025 Pro Spirit MLB All-Star ballot daily at MLB.com/vote. Go on the Dodger website. I'm on the website right now. If you look on the right-hand side, it says Vote Now. Help make your Dodgers All-Star starters. You can click on that. It gives you a lot of information about those that have been nominated for round 1.
Teoscar Hernandez takes a strike.
So there's a lot of effort put into it. It will show you from A to Z, first of all, alphabetically. Then it'll show you the average, home runs, RBIs, OPS.
3/4 swing for a strike, and it's 0-2.
So very well laid out. So just go to the Dodger website. You can vote 5 times a day. And if you download one of the apps, you can also find there, you get an additional vote every day. So if you have multiple email addresses, 5 or 6 votes for every email address.
Now, when you vote, are you voting for the same guys each 5 times, or are you just voting for the same guy 5 times? Same guys 5 times.
Leave it to your imagination.
Who'd you vote for today?
Well,
outside the Teoscar. You said you had the website open. I figured you're going to vote.
Now, American League and National League first baseman. And you can select one player per league. So you go through this. This is a little scratch. It's laid out perfectly. So vote.
2-2, swing and a miss, a sinker. Ends up striking out Teoscar Hernandez. 2 away. And he fouls it back. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the world champion Dodgers Audio Network. Dodgers Audio Network.
For year-round baseball coverage, turn to MLB Network Radio, included with your SiriusXM subscription on SiriusXM 89 and the SiriusXM app.
0-2 pitch to Paez. He chased a curveball down and away and strikes out. And the Dodgers go in order, and Jelly strikes out 2. We're through 3 full innings at Dodger Stadium. It's the Dodgers 2, Giants nothing.
Now that baseball season's in full swing, get ready for Major League winning when you join the most generous players club in Southern California at Valley View Casino and Hotel. Join and receive over $200 in free instant offers to enjoy at San Diego's favorite casino. Signing up for the Players Club is always quick, easy, and free. So visit valleyviewcasino.com to learn more today. Experience exclusive promotions and special events that elevate your gaming experience. Your next big win is just around the corner at Valley View Casino and Hotel.
Ford employs the most American auto workers in the U.S. They also assemble the most vehicles in the U.S. Ford's commitment to America is not a coincidence, but a proud choice. And Ford is showing everyone that commitment is more important than ever right now.
Ford is offering employee pricing on all Ford.
You pay what Ford employees pay.
Now is the time to get into that Ford you've been eyeing.
Take advantage of employee pricing while you can.
Ford.
From America, for America.
Hey, it's Freddie Freeman for Children's Hospital Los Angeles. U.S. News and World Report has once again named CHLA the #1 hospital in California and ranked in the top 10 nationally for pediatrics. With clinical excellence, breakthrough research, and world-class expertise, CHLA is the league leader for kids. Whether it's routine care or life-saving treatment, families turn to Children's Hospital Los Angeles when the stakes are high. Find an all-star doctor today at chla.org.
A long fly ball to center. She is gone.
Dodger fans, this is Dave Roberts, and you're listening to Los Angeles Dodgers baseball on Sirius XM.
At home, you score a free hot dog and any 12-ounce slim Coca-Cola. Redeem your free feast in the AM/PM app. Let's play ball. AM/PM, too much good stuff. Leading off for the Giants will be Wilmer Flores, the designated hitter. He went down swinging at a Dustin May sweeper in the 2nd inning. May with 46 pitches. Here's number 47. And he whips in a strike. No balls and 1 strike. And Flores holding the bat out, looking at May. And the big right-hander's pitch home. Fouled back for strike 2. So, I mentioned the Giants heading home after this game. They've got tomorrow off. And guess who they play starting Friday in San Francisco? The Red Sox. 0-2 pitch. And strike 3 called. Got him on the outside corner. Good fastball. 4-seam variety got him. And Flores has now struck out twice.
Yeah, but Devers will be on a different plane.
Yes, he will. That'll be interesting theater. Tyler Fitzgerald, the second baseman, batting in Casey Schmitt's spot. First ball swinging, rolls one down to third. Charging on the infield grass, Rojas throws to first in time to get him. 2 down. Make sure to come to Dodger Stadium Wednesday when the Padres are here for Gold Player Jersey Night. The first 40,000 in attendance can score a stunning and memorable Dodgers Champions Gold Player Jersey presented by Synchron. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions. There's Mike Yastrzemski now. Bunt base hit in the second inning. He has the only hit for the Giants today. Ball one, low and inside with a sweeper. Yastrzemski hitting .245. Left-handed batter waits the kick and the pitch. And it's upstairs. Still amazes me how the Orioles gave up on Yastrzemski. He was in Double-A in the Orioles organization. Maybe a little time in Triple-A, but it just wasn't going anywhere there. 2-0 pitch. And it's outside. And then he left the Orioles and came to the Giants, and the next year he was in the big leagues and one of the Giants' best players. He's had a couple of really, really good seasons, and last couple have not been as good as his others, but still pretty adequate. And he'll take on the outside corner for a strike here. 3 balls, 1 strike to Mike Yastrzemski. But at the time, the way the Orioles were constructed, they certainly could have used a left-handed hitting outfielder with some power. It just never worked out for him in Baltimore. 3-1, bang to the right side. That's a base hit. 2-out single for Yastrzemski. He owns both San Francisco hits this afternoon. Isn't that strange, though, Mo? Sometimes how a player can just exist in one organization and goes to another and all of a sudden takes off.
Let me bring up a name. Max Muncy.
That's a good name. He's with the A's. Not doing much. Comes to the Dodgers, and now he's one of the all-time home run leaders. And Dustin May fires it home to Logan Porter, and he hits him. Second hit batsman for Dustin May today.
And that's the 7th that he's hit this season.
You've got Elliot Ramos last inning. Now 2 men are on. That puts the tying run on base. And brings up Christian Koss, the third baseman. Yastrzemski at second. Porter over at first. Koss, the right-handed hitting infielder, waiting for the offering from May. And here it comes. And it's a ground ball up the middle and a base hit. Charging is Paez. Runner comes around third. Here's the throw. It's way up the first baseline. And the Giants get on the board. And the hit batsman cost Dustin May a run. It is 2-1. Yastrzemski scores. Porter stops at second base on the RBI single by Koss.
That's why just careless pitch here and there, and then followed by a base hit. All of a sudden, there's a run on the board.
It's going to be a strange week for the Dodgers in terms of pitching. Padres come in tomorrow, first of 4. Ben Kasparias is going to start that game, or he will be involved in that game in a bulk innings role, one or the other, if they decide to go with an opener, depending on what happens here today. But Kasparias will pitch the bulk tomorrow. Strike is called to Jung-Hoo Lee, the leadoff man, who's 0 for 2. Tuesday right now, I don't know. Wednesday, we don't know, but probably either Tuesday or Wednesday, if you had to guess, it would be Emmett Sheehan being activated. He was out playing long toss today. Supposed to throw a bullpen today. 1-1 the count to Lee. 2 down, 2 on. And the pitch way inside almost hit him. We do know that Yoshinobu Yamamoto is scheduled to pitch the Thursday game.
Well, that's something to work with.
There we go. We got that one. But they're all listed as probables because they're all probable. 2-1, ground ball to first. That's down the line. The Giants are going to tie the game. They may take the lead. In to score is Porter. Casa's going to get waved home. And he will score and into third with a 2-run, 2-out triple is Jung-Hoo Lee. And the Giants have pulled in front 3-2. Fifth triple of the season for Jung-Hoo Lee.
And this inning began with a very quick 2 outs and nobody on base. A base hit, a hit batter, another base hit, and then the triple. And for Dustin May, just gets careless in some locations of pitches from time to time.
Well, Dalton rushing. Rest of the Dodger infield go out and meet on the mound. And this mound visit brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice. Well, you were talking an inning or so ago about big league pitching and consistency. And we don't always see that consistency out of Dustin May.
Nope. Well, he's had to basically, from what we have seen, reinvent himself from the pitch that we saw prior to the surgeries. Mainly, not just the velocity, which is 3 or 4 clicks down, but also movement on the fastball. And we're seeing many more breaking pitches now.
A lot of sweepers to go along with that 2-seam fastball. Runner at third, and the batter is Willie Adames. First ball swinging, pops it up foul back behind the plate and into the seats.
But I think you were with 2 batters up, 2 batters down, and then just some careless pitching.
Well, the hit batsman, that really poured gas on the fire a little bit there. Lee leads at third. Infield back, 2 down, 0-1 pitch. And Adames waves and misses at a sweeper. 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Pitch to Adames, hit in the air to center field. Playable for Pages. He'll settle underneath it and make the catch, but damage done by the Giants with 2 outs. So they come up with 3 runs on 3 hits. The big one, the 2-run triple by Jung-Hoo Lee. He's left at third. After 3.5 at Dodger Stadium, Giants 3, Dodgers 2.
Sports are all about moments.
One of the most incredible, miraculous finishes we have ever seen.
And you can hear them all.
He scores! Alex Ovechkin! There's a new goal-scoring champion!
As they happen.
Oh my goodness! Shohei Ohtani, a sayonara swing!
Live in the moment.
Rory McIlroy on his knees. He's won the Masters.
With live sports on Sirius XM and the Sirius XM app.
Hi, this is Grace Remington for VSiN, the sports betting network. Here's a profitable betting trend for the NFL season. Since 2008, rookie quarterbacks favored by 7 or more points are 33-1 straight up and 22-11-1 against the spread. Last year, Bo Nix went 2-0 in this spot. These games average a score of 31-14. Odds makers price in the inexperience, and the favorites still roll. Get a year of VSiN Pro for $199. Use the promo code BOOK at VSiN.com/subscribe.
The NASCAR Cup Series is on Sirius XM. We're back on the track Sunday,
1 p.m. Eastern.
It's the Great American Getaway 400, presented by VisitPA.com.
From Pocono Raceway on Sirius XM NASCAR Radio Channel 90. For up-to-date betting lines, fantasy plays, and the latest NASCAR news, catch the pre-race show before every Cup Series race. Plus, 2 hours of post-race coverage on Sirius XM NASCAR Radio Channel 90.
.org/meta-cal today.
As the weather heats up, so does the daily baseball discussion on MLB Network Radio. Talk about your team with us on Sirius XM 89 and the Sirius XM app.
Public health teens. You can feel better when you balance your stress with tips and tools made for teens by teens. Learn more at takespacetopause.org. Kike Hernandez leads off, then Miguel Rojas and Dalton rushing. Sean Jelly still in there for the Giants, and the right-hander with an overhand curveball delivers a strike, 0-1. And the lefty Lucchesi still warming up for the Giants. He'll be in shortly. Pitch fouled away to the right, and it's 0-2 to Kike. I got some other pitching news today from the Dodgers skipper. That was really the big news of the day regarding Roki Sasaki. And the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled away. And as far as Sasaki is concerned, we saw him throwing here a few days ago. But that's not going to happen anymore. They're going to take the ball out of his hand. Some quotes here from Dave today that were really interesting. He said he doesn't feel like he can ramp it up right now. Talking about Sasaki, saying he doesn't feel like he can ramp it up. And it's a comfort thing and a confidence thing, was the quote from the skipper today. So they're holding him right now from throwing the baseball. Foul tip into the glove of the catcher Porter, and Kike strikes out. So interesting comments, but the most interesting one, Mo, was that Dave said it's now prudent to prepare as though he's not part of the long-term plan for this year, and they've got a plan for life without him this year.
And the emphasis was on this year. So, and then Dave ended and says, but you'll have to ask him about it.
Says he doesn't have any pain right now. He's just got some sort of thing going on, but says it's not a pain issue. 0-1 pitch to Rojas. Now it's 0-2. Sinker taken for a strike.
Yeah, that was just not good news that we received today in the update.
And an 0-2 pitch to Rojas. It's in the dirt and skips away. Ball and 2 strikes. The other pitching news regards Shohei Ohtani, who we're told now will throw another live BP session early this week. Not sure the day, but it's going to be early in the week. Monday, Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. We don't know yet. And that Shohei is getting very anxious to pitch in a game. And Dave said that potentially this could be his last live BP session before he is activated as a pitcher. Rojas swings, hits a shallow fly ball to left center. Backpedaling out to get it. Willie Adames, he'll make the catch. And there are 2 gone for the Dodgers in the 4th.
And here comes Bob Melvin. Well, he sent out a reliever. It goes 3 2/3 and leaves with a lead.
So Sean Jelly will leave. Joey Lucchesi, the left-hander, will come in to face Dalton Rushing. We are in the bottom of the 4th. 2 men out, nobody on. The score, the Giants 3 and the Dodgers 2.
At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we're consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 33 consecutive years by U.S. News and World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of over 250 locations in Southern California.
Ford employs the most American auto workers in the U.S. They also assemble the most vehicles in the U.S. Ford's commitment to America is not a coincidence, but a proud choice. And Ford is showing everyone that commitment is more important than ever right now.
Ford is offering employee pricing on all Ford.
You pay what Ford employees pay.
Now is the time to get into that Ford you've been eyeing.
Take advantage of employee pricing while you can.
Ford.
From America, for America.
When it's game on, it's time for Shakey's Pizza, Chicken, and Mojo's. The triple play of flavor. With meal deal packages to feed any size group. Everyone loves Shakey's classic thin crust pizza, golden fried chicken, and crispy Mojo potatoes. Get it to go at Shakey's.com or watch the game at your local Shakey's with an ice cold pitcher of beer, piping hot pizza, and a mountain of Mojos. Share the good times at Shakey's today.
Chase Dalton Rushing. 3-2 Giants with the lead. Pitching change brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Casey, 31-year-old from Newark, California, right there up in the Bay Area. And he features a particular pitch he invented called the churve. And he throws one to Rushing, who immediately puts it into right center for a base hit. A single for Rushing, And the Dodgers have a man aboard with 2 out. Tommy Edman coming up. Edman 1 for 1 with a home run. And so 4-seam fastball, cutter, splitter, sinker, and the curve. You might say, what's a curve? He holds it like a circle changeup grip and then spins it like a curveball. So it's kind of a combination changeup curveball.
Yeah, well, I think that was it, although it registered as a slurve. It was at 75.
Well, that's the curve.
Yeah, it's an off-speed pitch.
1-0 pitch, and that's low to Edman, who turns roundabout right-handed against the lefty Lucchesi. Yes, we first experienced the curve when he came up with the Padres and pitched against the Dodgers. He stretches, looks at first, and the pitch home. Popped up by Edman in the middle of the infield. Over toward the left side of the infield grass. It'll be Adames, the shortstop, making the catch. And the Dodgers are done in the 4th. No runs, a hit, a man left, no giant errors. We go to the 5th inning at Dodger Stadium. Giants 3, Dodgers 2.
I'm John Palmarosi, host of the SiriusXM original podcast, The Road to Cooperstown. Hear our conversations with Hall of Famers about the challenges they overcame on the journey to baseball immortality.
It is a hard game, and mentally it's hard.
I used to go to bed crying. They pretty much knew I was going to have lung surgery after the season. I wasn't for sure. Would I ever play baseball again?
The Road to Cooperstown is the official podcast of the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum. Episodes are available now on the SiriusXM app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Let the games begin.
On SiriusXM, you get all the sports play-by-play you want and all the live sports talk you need. It's always a home game when you listen to the NFL, NHL, NBA, and MLB on the SiriusXM app.
How good is that?
We fuel your fandom with NASCAR, the biggest college games, PGA, and soccer. And when news breaks, hear instant reaction.
We got a big developing story out of Cincinnati.
The SiriusXM app. Everything a sports fan needs, all in one place.
This is Dave LaGreca, creator of the biggest pro wrestling show on the planet, Busted Open. Don't miss myself and my Hall of Fame cast and crew as we break down every story in and out of the ring and talk to the top names in the business, like the legend himself, The Undertaker.
I'm actually glad to be on a real show.
Catch Busted Open live every day from 9 to noon Eastern on SiriusXM Fight Nation, channel 156, and on the SiriusXM app.
Learn more at waterforla.com.
For year-round baseball coverage, turn to MLB Network Radio, included with your SiriusXM subscription on SiriusXM 89 and the SiriusXM app.
They calling on my name. I've been killing giants. I've been running everything. I've been hunting lions. They calling.
Top of the 5th inning, 3-2 Giants in Game 3. The rubber game with this 3-game set. Elliot Ramos, the left fielder, first baseman Dominic Smith, and the designated hitter Wilmer Flores due up against Dustin May, the right-hander. Stepping in the box from the right side is Ramos. He is 0 for 1. Hit by a pitch in the 3rd. Fly to right back in the 1st inning. That pitch outside with a sinker. 1 ball and no strikes. Dustin May, 64 pitches now. As he shrugs his shoulders, goes into the wind, a high leg kick, and he throws home. In for a strike, says C.B. Buckner. Well, the Rockies won today, 10-1, beating the Braves in Atlanta. A rare win for the Rockies. Pitch is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Dodgers will be in Colorado toward the end of the month. Here comes a 2-1 pitch from Dustin May. And Ramos locked up. He took it for strike 2. Sinker right down the middle. Reds beat the Tigers today 8-4 in Detroit. And the Orioles over the Angels in Baltimore 11-2. 2-2 pitch fouled back. Phillies picked up their 42nd win. Zach Wheeler goes to 7-2 with the win today. Phillies 11, Blue Jays 4. And the Phillies had 18 hits in that one. 2-2. And the pitch popped up. Foul ground right side. Freddie drifting with it. He's got a play on it. And right where the grass and the track come together, he makes the catch for out number 1 in the Giant fifth.
Just looking at the Giants, and we mentioned when they came into this series, they're 21st in baseball with home runs. Interesting note. They have not had a hitter with 30 home runs since 2004. Barry Bonds.
And Dominic Smith, the batter. And May's first pitch to him is a sweeper down low. You know, you could say, is it the dimensions with that ballpark? I remember Mike Krukow, longtime television broadcaster, explaining to me one time that the wind comes in off of McCovey Cove from the bay, and you'd figure that the big right field wall, that brick wall, would cut it off. He said, no, there's areas where the wind comes through it. There's some open areas in the wall. And he said they did some studies up there, and that proved that it knocked down a lot of baseballs hit to that side. 2-0 pitch is up and away, 3-0.
But it didn't knock him down for Barry Bonds.
No. Well,
you've also got colder conditions there. And if you look at it, the ball travels a farther distance, the hotter the temperature, depending upon the wind is blowing.
3-0, and that is outside and low ball 4. Free base runner for the Giants here with 1 out. But remember, a few years ago, they added the bullpens in the outfield. And when that stadium was first built, they came in and they looked at it and they said, oh, what a beautiful new ballpark. Oops, no bullpens.
Yeah, oops.
So they had to put the bullpens on the field, and they've gotten them off the field. They're in the outfield, which has shortened the fences. But still, they don't hit a ton of home runs there. There's Wilmer Flores, 1 out and 1 on, and he spins away from an inside pitch. The Dodgers will be in San Francisco at the end of the first half. They'll finish the first half of the season right before the All-Star break there, July 11th, 12th, and 13th. 1-0 pitch. Tried for the inside corner with a sweeper and missed. Two balls and no strikes. Right side of the infield wide open with Edman close to the bag and the right-handed batter up. And that's a strike thrown in there with a sinker. May's sinker is so good. Would you like to see him throw that more than he's even throwing it now?
Yes.
And a 2-1 on the way. Swung on, grounded foul past third.
And here's why. It has movement. I was talking to a former Major League pitcher earlier today about the quote-unquote sweeper. He said, we were not allowed to throw that because, and the reason, the explanation then was the ball is staying on the same plane more often as the swing of the bat.
2-2. Flores chases the sweeper and strikes out.
So in other words, that sweeper kind of stays on the same plane. The slider, the sinker, has a downward movement. It's changing the level where the bat, if you look at the path of the swing, only has one spot in the trajectory of the baseball that it can hit. The sweeper, the trajectory of the baseball stays on the plane of the swing longer.
Tyler Fitzgerald, the second baseman, second time up for him. He went in the batting order for Casey Schmitt when Schmitt left the ball game. Fouled one off his front left foot, and he's been out since. That was in the second inning. And Fitzgerald's first time up, he grounded out to third, 0 for 1. He will look at a strike. Good high sinker, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Fitzgerald. May peeks over his left shoulder looking at first base, now straightens up. Pauses, now delivers the 1-1. Swung on, stroke to left field, that's a base hit. Dominic Smith's going to round second and head for third. Kike Hernandez had a bit of a problem with a baseball, and it is loose in the infield. Had Smith kept on going, he would have scored easily. But Rojas ends up tracking down the baseball in foul territory near home plate.
Well, that cutoff in relay it looked like a fire drill. It took 4 guys to corral a throw coming in. The ball was bobbled, first of all, in the outfield. As Kike Hernandez went sliding, dropped the ball, came back in, missed the lead cutoff man, short hopped the second cutoff man. The third man had to back it up.
Mark Pryard will take the slow walk out. And looking down at the Dodger bullpen, nobody throwing, nobody up. Somebody starting to stretch, however. Yastrzemski is 2 for 2. He had a bunt base hit in the second inning.
Yeah, well, they put Yastrzemski on a free pass.
First base open. Create a forced play for Logan Porter, the catcher. The Dodgers down a run here, 3-2, and that's where they want to keep it.
Intentional walk, but it's the 4th nonetheless, plus 2 hit batters. So that's 6 runners that get on base that did not have to swing the bat at all. Didn't have to earn it.
And May now 82 pitches in the game. Bases full of Giants. 2 men out. Logan Porter is up. Here's the pitch to the catcher, and it is low ball 1. Started him with a sweeper. And Porter walked in the second inning, hit by a pitch, and scored a run in the 4th. Right now, certainly May wants him to earn it. Well, he started out behind 1-0. The pitch, there's a strike with a sweeper. 1 ball and 1 strike. 3 runs on 5 hits for the Giants, 2 runs, 4 hits for the Dodgers. Swinging a bouncer to third, charging is Rojas, avoids the base runner, throws on to first for the out, and the Giants, for the second time in the ballgame, leave them loaded. No runs, 1 hit, 3 left. And at the end of 4.5, it's the Giants 3, Dodgers 2.
Ever sign up for a phone plan thinking, wow, great price? And then a few months later, it's like, surprise, your bill's double. With Boost Mobile, you pay $25 a month forever. That's unlimited talk, text, and data starting at just $25 a month. No price hikes, no contracts. Plus, with Boost, you're on America's newest 5G network. Head to your local Boost store today and get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month forever. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Unlimited plan.
Protect your home and property now. Start at the house and work your way out. Harden your home with fire-resistant upgrades to better protect it from the threat of wildfire. Create defensible space by clearing away dead vegetation within 100 feet of your home. Pay special attention to the first 5 feet surrounding your home and other structures on your property. Learn more from CAL FIRE on what it means to be ready at readyforwildfire.org.
Damage done for Mookie Betts.
Join us for a vibrant celebration of culture at Dodger Stadium for Black Heritage Night. Come out Thursday, June 19th versus the San Diego Padres and celebrate the rich history of Black culture and traditions. Immerse yourself in this unique night and see the stage for captivating live music and performances at Centerfield Plaza. Take home an exclusive Black Heritage Night jersey with the purchase of a special ticket package. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
This is LA Dodgers baseball.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Dodgers and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Baby, I'm too busy counting all these blessings.
Giants with a 3-2 lead as we go to the Dodger half of the 5th inning. And Joey Lucchesi will face The top of the Dodger order, Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, and Freddie Freeman. Ohtani's been on base twice. In fact, he's been on base in his last 7 straight plate appearances. Ohtani, the 5th fastest to reach 250 home runs in a career. Aaron Judge, the fastest, followed by Ryan Howard, Ralph Kiner, Harmon Killebrew, and then Ohtani. Left on left here as Luke Casey delivers, and Ohtani drops it into left field for a base hit. It's toward the gap. It is cut off by the left fielder Ramos, holding Ohtani to a single. And he has reached in 8 straight plate appearances, 2 for 2 this afternoon with a walk.
And the curveball that was upstairs, and Ohtani just went up and got it.
Time run aboard, and here's Betts 0 for 2. Look, he lined out to third and then struck out swinging in the second. Pitch to Mookie, taking all the way, and that's a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Leading at first is Ohtani, stretched by Luke Casey. And his pitch. And Mookie takes a little high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Casey made his major league debut in 2018 with San Diego. Had 26 starts with the Padres that year. Pitch way off the plate outside, 2-1. He also was with the Mets prior to joining the Giants this year. No transaction was announced. We just saw Luke Casey get up in the bullpen. We were told he was going to be added, but never got an official transaction announced by the Giants. But if you're making an assumption, you'd have to assume it was for Kyle Harrison, today's scheduled starter, who was actually warming up in the bullpen and then told to come in and then told he was traded. There's a ground ball up the middle and a base hit. Mookie's got a single, and the Dodgers have set up shop. First and second, nobody out.
Well, here's where they need to cash it in. They just set the stage.
Great opportunity here for Freddie Freeman. Giants now with a right-hander starting to loosen.
Hey, friends, tomorrow night, Blake Snell bobblehead night. Against the Padres, first 40,000 fans in attendance take home the special Blake Snell bobblehead presented by 76. Come on out and join us. For tickets and information, Dodgers.com/promotions.
Chance of Freddie all around Dodger Stadium. First pitch to him is cut on and missed. Got a sinker on the inner half. Ryan Walker is now warming for San Francisco. Right-handed crossfire delivery pitcher. 0-1 delivery. And it's fouled straight back to the screen.
Oh, Freeman like to have that one back. That was a breaking ball and not a good one.
So he's behind in the count, 0-2. Ohtani at second, Betts at first. Mookie not being held on. Dodgers down a run, tying runs in scoring position. And no one out. Here comes the 0-2. Freeman looks at a ball in the dirt, blocked by the catcher Porter. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just trying to get it going. The last 10 games, they've been at 500. Just 5-5 their record. Well, the Giants 8-2.
Yeah, one thing that Dave Roberts said today, and he used the term treading water. He said, we're treading water right now. And they're in a stretch where they're going to be challenged pitching-wise. They're expecting more pitching back. And then when they get out of this divisional schedule, they've got a day off or 2 coming up. He said, then we'll be able to swim. Giants will have a mound meeting as the pitching coach, J.P. Martinez, comes out.
Count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
As Freddie Freeman stands alone at the home plate circle. Umpire C.B. Buckner had to go out to break up the meeting. No wind at all, just a perfectly still Sunday afternoon here on Father's Day. The shadows of the light standards on the third base side and also of the roof of the top deck down the third base and left field side starting to appear on the field. 1-2, the pitch. Freddie bounces one to the right side. This will get the runners over. Fitzgerald to his glove side makes the play, makes the short throw to first base. Freddie is out 4-3, but Ohtani goes to third and Betts to second.
Now we'll see how the Giants are going to play the infield, if they're going to play in tightly or not. But first, we've got a bullpen change here.
Bob Melvin coming out to make the change as he will go to the right-hander Ryan Walker. Pitching change, timeout. Runners at second and third. One man out. Teoscar Hernandez coming to the plate. The score, the Giants 3 and the Dodgers 2.
Hope. It's more than a word. It's a breakthrough in the making. At City of Hope, we're pushing the boundaries of science, targeting cancer at the molecular level, with teams of experts working together to personalize a treatment plan right down to your DNA with unprecedented speed, making every second count, with appointments in as little as 24 hours. City of Hope, advancing cancer care at life-saving speed. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniels Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Daniels is giving every fan a voucher for a free team bracelet and $50 off any $99 purchase. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball to get your voucher. That's danielsjewelers.com/baseball. You can redeem at any of the 100 Daniels Jewelers stores nationwide. Own the dream with Daniels Jewelers.
I can turn my passion into a career.
I can get hands-on training for my dream job.
I can be ready for the in-demand careers of today and tomorrow.
Learn by collaborating and exploring when you enroll at a California community college. With more than 200 career education programs at your fingertips, your future can be anything you imagine.
I can make good money doing what I love.
Classes can fill up quickly, so enroll today at ICanGoToCollege.com.
2 lead. Giants will play the infield in. Ohtani's at third, Betts at second. Tying run at third, go-ahead run at second with a big lead. The first pitch to Teoscar almost hit him, and he had to slide to get out of the way. This pitching change presented by Navien HVAC and water heater products. Walker pitched in game one here, or Walker rather, pitched in game one here Friday night. Ryan Walker's pitch, and it is a strike. Breaking ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the next offer, the 1-1. Way outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. And we saw Walker's delivery. It's described as a crossfire, where out of the stretch from the first base side of the rubber, he closes it up and then comes across the body, turning his back to the hitter. Swing and a miss by Teoscar. 2-2. Is that just an effort to hide the ball as long as he can?
Evidently, but he is so close that when he comes in the set position, right-handed batters can read the number on his back.
2-2 pitch to Hernandez. It's in the dirt, 3-2.
That's 3 sliders in a row.
Andy Pages up next. And the Giants playing the infield in. Jung-Hoo Lee, couple of steps toward right center. The center fielder. Payoff pitch. Swung on and missed at a slider that was off the plate. And Teoscar chased it. And he strikes out. That could be a big out. Second time Teoscar's gone down swinging. He's 0 for 2. And Andy Pages got a run in with a sacrifice fly in the first. Struck out swinging in the third.
Pages likes to go after that first pitch if he likes it. Does Walker come back with a 5th consecutive slider?
Here it is. And this one is hammered down the left field line, but it's hooking. Oh, my. That would have been an upper deck shot.
And that was a slider. Ooh. And Pages was trying to ambush it.
Well, as far as foul balls go, that was impressive. Well, what pitch? That one is swung on and hammered deep to left field. It's heading back toward the wall, and it's gone! A 3-run home run! Andy Pages with home run number 13. And he flips the score over, and the Dodgers now lead it 5-3. Oh, he got one, a slider right down the middle, and he absolutely obliterated the baseball.
So Walker had made pitches 6 consecutive sliders. The last one went a long, long way. And Daniels Jewelers goes a long way. Proud sponsor, the trip around the diamond, and your family jewelers is 1948. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet and $50 off a $99 coupon.
.399 feet to left field for Andy Pages.
Well, Pages was all over that first slider that he saw in the at-bat, and he was all over the second one as well.
2 outs, bases clear, and here's Kike. Hernandez 0 for 2, grounded to short and struck out swinging. And the pitch on the way. And this one is well hit to left center field, but it'll hang up there. And coming in to make the play will be the left-hander Ramos. And Kike is out. But the Dodgers get 3 on 3 hits. The home run by Pages drives them all in. And after 5 full, it's the Dodgers 5, the Giants 3.
Sports are all about moments.
One of the most incredible, miraculous finishes we have ever seen.
And you can hear them all.
He scores! Alex Ovechkin! There's a new goal-scoring champion!
As they happen.
Oh my goodness! Shohei Ohtani, a sayonara swing!
Live in the moment.
Rory McIlroy on his knees. He's won the Masters.
With live sports on Sirius XM and the Sirius XM app.
Every night after the final out, the Round Trip Roundup brings you the scores, highlights, and analysis from every game across Major League Baseball, all in less than 30 minutes.
Swung on and missed strike 3 and a no-hitter.
It's the perfect way to get caught up on all the night's biggest home runs and best performances.
And a high drive, deep right center.
It's the Round Trip Roundup on MLB Network Radio every night on Sirius XM Channel 89 and every morning on the Sirius XM app.
The football talk doesn't stop on Sirius XM NFL Radio.
They're mentally tough, they're physically tough, and they're talented.
Stay informed with the latest news around the National Football League leading up to the training camp tour.
You got to practice a certain way if you want to be winners.
Our experts are getting you ready for the 2025 season.
For the veteran players, they want to see the guy earn the job.
There's a story for every team on NFL Radio Channel 88 and the Sirius XM app.
While supplies last.
A long fly ball to center. She is gone.
Dodger fans, this is Dave Roberts, and you're listening to Los Angeles Dodgers baseball on Sirius XM.
I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah. It's all God, this ain't no love. Yeah.
Andy Pages turns it around for Dustin May. Dodgers with a 5-3 lead. Top of the 6th inning. And the third baseman, Christian Koss, will lead off and back to the top of the San Francisco order. Well, that was quite a poke by Pages for his 13th home run. RBIs now, 43, 44. That was his 45th run batted in. And Pages now is the second RBI man on the team behind Teoscar Hernandez, 50. So he's got more RBIs than Ohtani, Freeman, and Betts. And Koss pops one up right side of the infield near the first base line, straddling the foul line. It'll be ruled a foul ball, but it's caught for the out, and there is one down. One away for the Giants in their half of the 6th inning.
Shadows now crept out in front of home plate. They've got third base covered, all of left field covered.
Jung-Hoo Lee had a 2-run triple in the 4th. And he will take a strike. He was with the Heroes in South Korea. One of the better hitters there at a .340 average. over his 7 seasons in Korea. He swings, hits a high drive, right center field. Pages is after it, so is Teoscar. Teoscar will call for it right in front of Andy. He'll make the catch for out number 2. Willie Adames making his way to the plate. Well, some other details coming out of that trade story today between the Giants and Red Sox. First of all, Kyle Harrison, today's expected starting pitcher, was actually warming up in the bullpen and then had to be told to stop and come in once the trade was done. But it was a little worse for Devers. Remember, they've got a 3-hour head start on us out east, time-wise. 1-0 pitch. It's fouled away. Channel 5 in Boston reporting that Devers was on the Red Sox team plane bound for Seattle. They had yet to take off, and they had to go on the plane and remove him from the plane and get him back to Fenway Park. That's cutting it close. There's a ground ball up the middle by Adames and a base hit. I can't imagine there are too many stories of guys being traded who are on the team plane waiting to take off, and then someone comes on and goes, hey, get your stuff, let's go.
That's better than being at 35,000. They come down the aisleway and hand you a parachute. And by the way, you've just been traded. Goodbye.
Put your hand on this and then pull it really hard when you get out of the door.
Yeah, it's going to be real loud for a few seconds.
Elliot Ramos, the left fielder, 0 for 2, hit by a pitch. 2 down, runner aboard, an 0-1 pitch coming from Dustin May. And a swing and a ground ball. Betts has it, underhand toss. They go the short way to Edmund at second. That's the force out that retires the side. No runs, a hit, a man left. At the end of 5.5 innings at Dodger Stadium, Dodgers 5, Giants 3.
This Father's Day, fire up the fun on the SiriusXM app. From country barbecue jams to classic rock essentials.
Yes, the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy killing the man on the moon.
Plus, family-friendly hits, live sports, music for kicking back, and more.
When I look in my father's eyes,
the perfect soundtrack for every kind of dad is here.
Papa's got a brand new bed.
Just search Father's Day on the SiriusXM app.
Hello, children. I'm Alice Cooper. Rocco Mediate and I are talking golf, music, and more on Rolling the Rock.
Jake Trout and the Flounders.
Oh, sure, yeah.
They were pretty good, except for Payne Stewart. I said, Payne, you're one of the nicest people I've ever met. You are one of the worst harmonica players ever on the planet.
Listen to Rolling the Rock on PGA Tour Radio or anytime on the SiriusXM app. And you better listen, because we know where you live.
U.S. Open Moments on SiriusXM.
Bryson DeChambeau led the 2024 U.S. Open after 54 holes, but Rory McIlroy was the leader with 4 holes remaining. McIlroy flinched, and the 2020 champion prevailed once more.
2 times a U.S. Open champion, Bryson DeChambeau.
DeChambeau became the second player to win multiple U.S. Open titles in the last 20 years. Listen to U.S. Open Radio all week long on Channel 92 in the car and on the SiriusXM app.
As the weather heats up, so does the daily baseball discussion on MLB Network Radio. Talk about your team with us on SiriusXM 89 on the SiriusXM app.
In front, 5 runs, 7 hits. And for the Giants, 3 runs and 6 hits. Max Muncy is going to come off the bench and hit for Rojas and presumably go into third base. Dodgers will get the left-handed bat off the bench to face the right-hander, Ryan Walker. Muncie's first plate appearance this afternoon. Dalton Rushing will hit next. And a strike to Max. Max at 241. 9 home runs, 35 runs batted in. 25 career home runs against the Giants. The most for him against any club. And Walker deals him a slider at the knees for a called strike, and it's 0-2.
Lots and lots of sliders by Walker.
Here is a 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. So Walker makes quick work out of Muncy, and there's one away. The hard-working Chevy Silverado, built on a legacy of long-lasting dependability. See your Southern California Chevy dealer today or shop now at SoCalChevy.com. Dalton Rushing is 1 for 2. Base hit in the 4th inning, struck out looking back in the 2nd. And the pitch is in the dirt, ball 1. Well, here's a Father's Day story for you. How about this one? Clayton Kershaw, who was absolutely marvelous last night, was interviewed on the TV side, the national telecast today on ESPN. And a strike call to Rushing. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Kershaw revealed that his wife Ellen is pregnant again with their 5th child. And he said it's going to be a girl. So Kershaw will be a dad for the 5th time. He made that announcement on the
congrats, and makes
TV.
the announcement on Father's Day.
Yep. 2-1 pitch. Swung on by Rushing and fouled off to the left. That's going to be over the Dodgers on deck circle and into the seats.
Boy, this is chamber comments. This is blue sky. Look out, San Gabriel Mountains. There's one little tiny cloud right above the highest peak that we can see.
Way off in the distance, but the mountains are so clear today. 2-2. He went around. Might have caught a piece of it with the bat, but it's strike 3 to Rushing. And there are 2 away, and Tommy Edman coming up.
Well, Padres in tomorrow night, opening game of a 4-game series, and on Thursday, it's a 7:10 start as well. Arrive early. Why? Well, a special Juneteenth celebrity softball game hosted by Mookie Betts. So purchase a special ticket pack, exclusive Black Heritage jerseys as well. So for tickets and information, Dodgers.com/promotions. That's Thursday, and get here early.
Edman with a home run this afternoon. Takes a strike on the inside corner. Eric Miller, lefty, warming up for San Francisco. Tommy 1 for 2. Popped up to short last time up. And he swings here and bangs one foul. 0-2 to Edman. Yeah, so the homestand continues, as Mo says. The Padres coming in, and then the Washington Nationals here next weekend to wrap up a long homestand. This one is hit toward the middle, backhanded by Fitzgerald. The second baseman throws across his body to first on target to get Tommy Edman, and the Dodgers gone in order for the second time in the ball game. We're through 6 full. It's the Dodgers 5, Giants 3.
Every Dodgers legend started out as a rookie, but they went on to become the best in baseball. They left behind a legacy of determination, skill, and love of the game. With the right retirement game plan, you too can leave a legacy. From saving early on to having income during retirement, Security Benefit can help you save for your future and leave a legacy for those you love. Security Benefit, proud sponsor of the LA Dodgers.
Hope. It's more than a word. It's a breakthrough in the making. At City of Hope, we're pushing the boundaries of science, targeting cancer at the molecular level, with teams of experts working together to personalize a treatment plan right down to your DNA with unprecedented speed, making every second count, with appointments in as little as 24 hours. City of Hope, advancing cancer care at life-saving speed. Learn more at cityofhope.org.
Baseball fans, David Vassay here. It's time to step up to the plate and upgrade your outdoor living space with TimberTech, the #1 premium composite decking brand. It looks like natural wood, but without the costly maintenance of a wood deck. Plus, it's made with up to 85% recycled material. Here in California, fire safety is always top of mind, and TimberTech has collections with top-rated fire resistance, including a Class A flame spread rating, so you can build a beautiful outdoor space with confidence. See for yourself why TimberTech is everything wood should be. Order free samples at timbertech.com.
For year-round baseball coverage, turn to MLB Network Radio, included with your SiriusXM subscription on SiriusXM 89 and the SiriusXM app.
And I hope I'm at least half the dad that he didn't have.
Go to the seventh inning. New pitcher in the ballgame for the Dodgers. Left-hander Alex Vesia takes over for Dustin May. May with a quality start, if you will. He qualifies 6 innings, 3 earned runs or fewer. And he allowed just 3 earned runs, 6 hits, walked 4, and hit 2. That was the blemish on his start today. 3 strikeouts, 94 pitches, 58 for strikes, and he's on the plus side of the decision right now. So May makes way for Alex Vesia, and the pitching change brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your 15-minute drive-through oil change with locations throughout Southern California. 2-run lead for the Dodgers, 5-3. Dominic Smith, left-handed hitting first baseman, has walked twice and grounded to second. Vesia set to go. He kicks, fires, and that is inside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. So now the bullpen's got to go to work and cover the next 3. But all in all, the Dodgers got 6 innings out of May. 7 innings last night out of Kershaw. 1-0, swung on, popped up, third base side. Max Muncy is over there, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. But getting length out of the starters is an important thing because, you know, it's been a theme this year for the Dodgers. They've not had enough length out of the starting pitching. But you'll take 6 innings out of May today.
Take 6. Turn it over to the bullpen, some fresh horses. May weaving his way through this game. 4 walks, yes, 1 intentional. But hit 2 batters on top of it.
Wilmer Flores takes a strike. Now, Flores has taken the collar already today. 3 strikeouts, 2 swinging, 1 looking. And the 0-1 from Vesia. Pitch up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 the count. 1 out, base is empty. Vesia's pitch is high again, 2-1. Well, we've received the official press release from the Giants on the trade today. And all the details are here. Now a 2-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled away, 2-2. So Kyle Harrison, Jordan Hicks. And then a right-handed pitcher, Jose Bayo, and an outfielder named James Tibbs III also involved. And the Giants take over $250 million Boston owed to Devers, which is a big part of the deal for Boston. So that deal has been made official by the Giants today. Two-2 count to Flores. Swung on, ground ball to short. Mookie gets behind it, sets his feet, fires hard to first base in time to get him. 2 away. And Flores is 0 for 4. Shakey's Pizza Parlor, the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game night, it's group night at Shakey's.com. Five runs, 7 hits for the Dodgers, 3 runs, 6 hits for the Giants. Tyler Fitzgerald, second baseman, takes low ball 1. Well, should we expect to see more of these trades before the trading deadline? Teams trying to get the jump on other teams? You would think we'll see a flurry at the deadline like we have in the past year or so. 1-0, fouled back.
Well, you have a player that's in a multi-year contract and a big contract, and then he says he doesn't really want to be with the team he's with. You might want to, if you're sending out any laundry, you might want to be able to get it back in a day or two.
One pitch to Fitzgerald, swinging a foul ball.
The question is you find teams that wish to acquire the rest of a contract.
Yeah, not every team can do that. There are a lot of teams that can't afford to miss, right? There are some teams out there that can afford to take chances on players and absorb some money. But not every team is in a position to do that.
Devers, 3-time All-Star, 2-time Silver Slugger. Hitting .272, 73 games. 15 home runs, 58 runs batted in. So the Giants have not been one of the barn burners as far as overall average in runs scored, but they're playing well.
1-2. Swung on a bouncer, foul wide of third. He's also the final player remaining from the last Red Sox World Series team in 2018. That roster now has completely turned over now that Devers is gone.
And on this release, it also shows Devers' career postseason, a .303 hitter with 8 home runs.
1-2 pitch. Fitzgerald looks at strike 3. He struck him out with a 94-mile-an-hour heater. That's a 1-2-3, top of the 7th inning for Alex Vesia. The Giants go down in order. Stretch time at Dodger Stadium. The score, the Dodgers 5, Giants 3.
Take your fun higher at Harrah's Resort SoCal with the help of Mayor Martin Short. Test your luck on the casino floor 24 hours a day. Indulge in a winning meal in the world's largest Hell's Kitchen or try a mayor-approved treatment at the spa at Harrah's. To score your winning getaway, visit harrahssocal.com today.
Try smart spending checking from Premier America Credit Union. No monthly fees, no overdraft fees, and access to 30,000 plus free ATMs nationwide. Plus, get a $25 bonus for switching. Open today at PremierAmerica.com. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms apply.
Father's Day is just around the corner. This year, give Dad a gift as timeless as he is at Daniel's Jewelers. From classic watches and gold chains to personalized bracelets, Daniel's has the gift he truly wants. Plus, visit any Dallas Jewelers store by Father's Day and enter to win 4 free tickets to any sports team of Dad's choice. No purchase necessary. Visit danielsjewelers.com/dad for details. Own the dream with Daniels Jewelers.
Got him swinging! That's it! It's a World Series win for LA! They've done it!
Join the reigning champs at Dodger Stadium on Wednesday, June 18th versus the San Diego Padres for Gold Player Jerseys Night. Be one of the first 40,000 fans in and score a special white and gold Dodgers jersey fresh off an unforgettable 2024 World Champ victory. Presented by Syncron. Commemorate and celebrate the Dodgers win. Feel the roar of the crowd and take home the Dodger Gold. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
A long fly ball to center. She is gone.
Dodger fans, this is Dave Roberts, and you're listening to Los Angeles Dodgers baseball on Sirius XM.
Shohei Ohtani will lead off here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Dodgers leading at 5-3. Ohtani has reached all 3 times today. He's 2 for 2 with a walk. He has scored 2 runs and now faces a new pitcher, left-hander Eric Miller. Ohtani is the only player in Major League history with 25 or more home runs, 10 or more stolen bases, and 5 or more triples before July. And he's done it twice as he takes a breaking ball outside. He did it with the Angels his last year in Anaheim, 2023, and then, of course, he did it this year. 1-0 pitch, inside corner for a called strike. Bottom of the 7th, brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. 1-1 pitch, and Ohtani bounces one slowly towards second base. That is going to be a bang-bang play at first, and Ohtani is safe with a base hit. Well, he beat the pitcher Miller over there. The first baseman, Smith, fielded it in front of the second baseman, Fitzgerald. And Ohtani just chugged down the line and beat everybody there.
Yeah, the left-hander momentum, once you release the ball, it takes you a little bit towards third base. And the throw did not really lead Miller right to the bag. Miller had to reach back behind him. He never was able to touch the bag.
Here's Betts. Mookie takes strike one. Fastball outside corner. 0-1 to Mookie. 1 for 3. Single and a run scored in the fifth. Middle infield playing for 2. Ohtani hands on his knees leading at first. Left-hander Miller comes home. Delivers a slider to Betts. It's cut on and missed. 0-2 to Mookie. Mookie now at 268. 9 home runs, 35 runs knocked in. 2 of those were last night. Pitch to Mookie's inside. Ball and 2 strikes. Right-handed sidewinder Tyler Rogers now warming for the Giants in the bullpen. 1-2 pitch to Betts. And he swings and rips it down to third. Knocked down by Koss. He'll throw to second one. The turn by Fitzgerald is there, and that's an around-the-horn double play. And there are 2 down. Bases are empty for Freddie Freeman. 5-4-3 on the twin kill. News on the starting third baseman, Casey Schmitt. A left ankle contusion is why he left the game. Fouled the ball off his left ankle in the second inning. And Freeman bounces one foul past first. Well, Matt Chapman is out for a month. Casey Schmitt had to leave the ball game. Never fear, the Giants have another third baseman on the way. And that pitch is low to Freddie. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's been the big baseball story today. 1-1 pitch, and Freeman lines a soft one to second base. Fitzgerald is there to record the final out of the 7th inning. We go to the 8th. It's the Dodgers 5, Giants 3.
Here's what's happening on Sirius XM Sports.
J.J. Spahn birdied the final 2 holes at an unforgiving Oakmont Country Club to win the 125th U.S. Open, his first career major victory. U.S. Open Radio on Sirius XM has expert recap and reaction to Spahn's victory, plus an interview with the winner on Sirius XM Channel 92 and the Sirius XM app.
Sirius XM Sports. Wherever you are, your team plays here.
That was an all-time classic.
Adam Shine brings his unique perspective and passionate sports talk to Mad Dog Sports Radio.
That game led the league in holy cow wow moments.
The biggest and hottest names across Major League Baseball.
Star shortstop for the Kansas City Royals, Bobby Witt Jr.
It's great to kind of build the new culture here in Kansas City.
Shine on Sports, weekdays 9 Eastern. Mad Dog Sports Radio, Sirius XM 82 in the car and on the all-new Sirius XM app.
Wake up! Wake up, everybody! This is Steve Phillips from the leadoff spot on MLB Network Radio. Join me and former Major League Baseball players Eduardo Perez and Xavier Scruggs as we react to all the latest news and scores across baseball and have plenty of fun along the way.
Steve, you were so right about that.
I don't know if anybody else thinks we're funny, but I think we're funny.
Why are you putting us or we into this?
The leadoff spot, weekdays at 7 a.m. Eastern on MLB Network Radio, Channel 89, and on the Sirius XM app.
Casino.com. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
As the weather heats up, so does the daily baseball discussion on MLB Network Radio. Talk about your team with us on Sirius XM 89 on the Sirius XM app.
3. Trying to take 2 out of 3 in this series. And then welcome in San Diego for the first of 4 starting tomorrow. Right fielder Mike Yastrzemski, who is 2 for 2 with a walk, intentionally walked in the 5th. A bunt base hit in the 2nd, and then a regular old base hit and a run scored in the 4th. Kirby Yates, third base side of the rubber, red leather glove, pressed up against his chest, ready to deliver to Yastrzemski. And the pitch, cut on and missed, started him with a fastball down low. Muncy over at third base. He came in last inning for Rojas after he pinch hit for him. 0-1 pitch. That's in the dirt. Scooped up with a backhand by Dalton Rushing. Top of the 8th, brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, the MVP for fun, food, and good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Morongo, celebrating 20 years of good times. Yastrzemski swings at the splitter and misses. It looks like he's got the good one today. It's a 1-ball, 2-strike count to Mike Yastrzemski. He played against his grandfather.
Yep.
What was that like? He was a Triple Crown winner.
Triple Crown in 67.
1-2 pitch. And that's up high.
Carl Yastrzemski always came to the plate like he just exuded an atmosphere as I want to beat your team.
2-2. Swing and a pop-up foul backing out of play.
And yet when you spoke with him, it was friendly. But not when it came to competing during the game.
2-ball, 2-strike pitch. Here it is. And it's just a little low. A fastball. 3-2. Well, they've had some left fielders that have played in that ballpark. Yastrzemski, Hall of Famer. Of course, Ted Williams, Hall of Famer. Jim Rice, Hall of Famer. All with long tenures out there. Swing and a miss on a splitter down and in. And Yastrzemski strikes out. There's one away for the Giants in the top of the 8th. Daniel Johnson will come up and pinch hit from the left side. He'll bat for Logan Porter, the catcher. Johnson is an outfielder, so expect to see Andrew Kisner in there to catch in the bottom of the 8th inning. You might see him pinch hit here at some point, maybe not. Now, Rushing goes out to talk to Kirby Yates while Johnson waits at the plate. Dodgers get on the board first. Shohei Ohtani in the first inning with a base hit. He was driven in by Andy Pages with a sacrifice fly. Pages later would have a 3-run home run in the 5th. So 4 RBIs for Pages today. Tommy Edman, a second inning solo home run. That's how the Dodgers have scored today. In on the grass at third is Muncy for the left-handed hitting Johnson. He's batting 188 for the Giants. He takes a strike.
I saw Johnson last night, came on in the 7th inning, went to left field, eventually hit in the 9th and drew a walk.
Here's an 0-1 on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Elevated the fastball up and out of the zone. Johnson chased.
I would just imagine the bottom is going to fall out of this with a splitter.
0-2 pitch from Kirby Yates. Swung on and fouled back. No, he doubled up on the high fastball.
93 heater.
Yeah. Yates with 34 strikeouts in just 20 2/3 innings pitched. 1 out, nobody on. 0-2 to Johnson. He tried to come in with the splitter that time. It came in too low, and Johnson laid off. Ball and 2 strikes. And Yates out of the great state of Hawaii. 1-2. Missing off the inside corner. That was really close. Borderline pitch. Yates wanted it. Didn't get it. Here comes a 2-2 from Yates to Daniel Johnson, the pinch hitter. And Yates throws. This ball's hammered deep to right field. It is gone. Oh, he was ahead of him 1-2, and he laid a fastball right in there in the inside half, and Johnson turned on it, and he's got his first home run with the Giants. It's a 5-4 ball game. A one-out pinch hit home run for Daniel Johnson.
And that first base Giants dugout, they can't wait to get him all the way back to welcome aboard.
Christian Koss, the third baseman, is 1 for 3 with a run batted in today. So Yates gives up the long ball, and it's now a 1-run game. There's a ground ball to short. A couple of steps to his glove side is Betts. Sidearm throw to first in time to get Koss 2 down. Keep in mind the Giants have been in more 1-run games than anybody in baseball, 30 of them, and they have won 17 of the 30 1-run games they've been in. They've lost 13 of them. Top of the order, Jung-Hoo Lee, 1 for 4, 2-run triple in the 4th inning. Here comes the pitch to Jung-Hoo Lee, and it's inside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. And here comes the 1-0 pitch to Jung-Hoo Lee. He swings and lines it right towards second. Tommy Edman gets there and snares it. So Yates is finished in the 8th inning, and he's barking at C.B. Buckner, the home plate umpire, on the way back to the dugout. Gives up the home run to Johnson. But after 7.5, the Dodgers maintain a 1-run lead. It's the Dodgers 5, Giants 4.
Step up to the plate with Jacoby & Myers, the official law firm of the Los Angeles Dodgers. With over 50 years of experience and more than $2 billion in settlements, no one hits it out of the park for clients like Jacoby & Myers. If you've been injured, let Jacoby & Myers go to bat for you. Whether it's a car accident, rideshare mishap, or any other serious incident, Jacoby & Myers will fight for the justice you deserve. Call Jacoby & Myers today for a free consultation at 1-800-5 million.
Like our championship-winning boys in blue, your Southern California Chevy dealers have star talent at every position. Leading off, the #1 selling full-size pickup in Southern California, Chevy Silverado, with 9 unique trims to choose from, including ZR2, designed for maximum off-road performance and capability. With features like an off-road cut front bumper and 2-inch factory lift, no roads are no problem. Looking for a bold and sporty high-performance pickup? That's RST. From its aggressive style to its responsive feel, it's an energizing presence that really stands out. And for the ultimate combination of luxury and capability, there's High Country, offering premium leather seating and a 5.3-liter V8 engine, so you're both comfortable and in command. Stop by and drive one home today, or shop now at SoCalChevy.com. Based on S&P Global Mobility new retail registrations using large pickup segmentation. Call 844-55-CHEVY or see dealer for details.
For year-round baseball coverage, turn to MLB Network Radio, included with your SiriusXM subscription on SiriusXM 89 and the SiriusXM app.
One-run ball game as we head to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Dodgers looking for a little insurance. They'll face a ground ball pitcher in Tyler Rogers, his second appearance of the series. And Rogers will face Teoscar Hernandez, Andy Pages, and Kike Hernandez. Those are the scheduled hitters to face Rogers. 5-4, Dodgers in front. And Rogers checking in now is Teoscar, trying to find a way to get back on base. He walked in the first inning, but has struck out twice since. And a frisbee thrown up there for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Tyler Rogers in his 35th game. And a pitch outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. He pitched here Friday night and had an inning of 3 straight ground balls. That was in the 8th inning. 2 to second, 1 to short.
He came in Friday night scraping his knuckles on the ground with that low delivery. It's just a different look. And from a hitter's standpoint, it's difficult to look down that low for a release point.
1-2, swing and a miss. And Teoscar's out on strikes.
The other part, too, is that breaking ball right there. And it looks like it's defying gravity. Because with the spin, you drop down low, and it looks like the ball is going up.
Well, Andy Paez had a big day. He has driven in 4 of the 5 Dodger runs. Let's see if he can jump on a pitch here from Rogers. He does so and bounces it toward the middle. Charging is Fitzgerald from the infield grass, throws to first. And it's a 1-pitch out, and there are 2 away. Today's game brought to you by First 5 California. 1 in 3 children are at risk of toxic stress. But there are things parents can do to help. Learn how to overcome it at first5california.com. Kike Hernandez will bat here in the 8th inning. First pitch to Kike. He swings and slices one toward right field, and the line drive caught by a running Yastrzemski. And it's a very quick 1-2-3 inning. Rogers has had 2 outings. He's faced 6 men. Got them all out consecutively. We'll go to the 9th. 3 outs to get for the Dodgers. They lead after 8 full by a score of 5-4.
Sports are all about moments.
One of the most incredible, miraculous finishes we have ever seen.
And you can hear them all.
He scores! Alex Ovechkin! There's a new goal-scoring champion!
As they happen.
Oh my goodness! Shohei Ohtani, a sayonara swing!
Live in the moment.
Rory McIlroy on his knees. He's won the Masters.
With live sports on Sirius XM and the Sirius XM app.
The NBA Finals are here.
Oklahoma City has punched its ticket to its 2nd ever league championship series.
And so is the Stanley Cup Final.
And the Florida Panthers are going to the Stanley Cup Final for the 3rd year in a row.
Sports Grid Radio is the only place talking about the lines for each game and the odds to win it all.
I like over 5.5 games in both finals. Parlay together is plus 141.
Get the winning edge over the sports books on Sports Grid Radio, channel 159 in the car, and on the Sirius XM app.
I'm John Palmorosi, host of the SiriusXM original podcast, The Road to Cooperstown. Hear our conversations with Hall of Famers about the challenges they overcame on the journey to baseball immortality.
It is a hard game, and mentally it's hard.
I used to go to bed crying. They pretty much knew I was going to have lung surgery after the season. I wasn't for sure. Would I ever play baseball again?
The Road to Cooperstown is the official podcast of the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum. Episodes are available now on the SiriusXM app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Transaction law. CalFin code 23000 at SEC.
A long fly ball to center. She is gone.
Dodger fans, this is Dave Roberts, and you're listening to Los Angeles Dodgers baseball on Sirius.
With a K to donate your car today. Dodgers 5, Giants 4, top of the 9th inning. 2-3-4 up for San Francisco. Willie Adames. Elliot Ramos, Dominic Smith to face left-hander Tanner Scott, who is looking to close this one out. And Adames 1 for 4 today. As Scott appears for the 34th time this season for the Dodgers. First pitch in for a called strike. He's 1-2, 3.98 the earned run average, 12 saves. And ready to go out of the stretch is Scott. A pitch missing inside with a fastball. One ball, one strike. And the kick and the deal, and it's fouled back. Ball and 2 strikes to Adames. Last 8 season series, the Dodgers are 7-1, and they've won 3 series in a row. against the Giants, looking for their fourth. And Scott delivers a fastball outside corner, swung on and missed, strike three. One down, two to get here in the ninth.
Well, that's important. You get that lead hitter. One-run game in the ninth.
There's Elliot Ramos, 0 for 3, hit by a pitch back in the third inning. Right-handed batter waits, and Scott kicks and deals. Inside, ball one. Infield back. Tommy Edman shading second base. Step or two toward right center for Pages. Now the pitch fouled straight back. 1-1. The Dodgers can get 2 more outs and win this ball game. They will extend their lead in the division to 2 games over the Giants, 3 over the Padres. 1-1. That's low. Check swing. Appeal at first confirmed that. 2 balls and a strike to Ramos. Scott's 2-1. Swung on and missed. Fastball at 97, down the middle but up in the zone. 2-2 now to Ramos. Left side of the infield, left field all in the shade. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Chased one up and out of the zone. And Scott has struck out the first 2 men. Giants down to their final out. And Gerard Encarnacion will come up and pinch hit from the right side against the lefty Scott. Encarnacion started in right field last night. He'll hit for Smith. And now the Dodgers will go out and talk about it, give the scouting report on Encarnacion. Well, you look at that sequence, Mo, the fastballs. It was just nothing but fastballs, but he kept climbing the ladder higher and higher against Ramos.
Well, and once you establish it, too, in 97, upper echelon as far as the velocity. And if you can get ahead, then see if the hitter, who now becomes defensive, will indeed chase.
Encarnacion last night had 2 hits. Had a single and a double, went 2 for 4. And on the season, he's batting .143. Pitch to him, cut on and miss, strike one.
And went upstairs at 98.
2 outs, top of the ninth. Dodgers leading at 5-4. And Tanner Scott kicks, delivers. Breaking ball in for a strike. Went with a slider, and Encarnacion just watched it. Now the sellout crowd rising at Dodger Stadium as the Giants are down to their final strike. Scott stretching. Tanner Scott's 0-2 pitch. Fouled off to the right and out of play. That was a 98-mile-an-hour heater. Nothing in 2 to Gerard Encarnacion. Here comes Scott's 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3, and the ball game is over. Tanner Scott strikes out the side, faces 3, strikes them all out. And the Dodgers won a 1-run ball game on this Father's Day at Dodger Stadium. 5-4, beating the Giants. The Dodgers go to 43-29, 2 games up on the Giants, 3 on the Padres. Meanwhile, the Giants have lost 3 of their last 4, and they go to 41-31. 5-4 final. Dodgers won it. Rick and I are back with the totals in just a moment.
Matt Money Smith here, talking Galpin Mazda. Got a new GM there, Dan Starkle. Known him for a long time. He made his way all the way up to the top ranks. He wants you to ask for him by name. You know Mazda, the SUV brand of record. I drive a CX-90 PHEV, love it. 7-passenger vehicle, and I'm getting 40 miles to the gallon. You're talking about one of the...
What if I open my soul? Here I stand by myself on my own. What if I lose all control and take a step
discussion on MLB Network Radio. Talk about your team with us on Sirius XM 89 and the Sirius XM app.
What do I know?
Final totals on the ball game here tonight.
Should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so? We're just putting on a show. Come on, get a grip now.